please pick them up. So I'm going to give you a little background on myself and where Model UN has taken me. I'm going to tell you what I think is valuable about it, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit about the amazing people that put this conference together. I joined Model UN back when I was a freshman in high school when I lived in Illinois, Lake Bluff, Illinois. So that means this is my 8th year of Model UN. I had a passionate advisor, Mr. Simmons, who made all the topics accessible and boiled down incredibly complex global problems into things that we could ultimately discuss and come up with solutions to. Early in that first year, I got the opportunity to travel to Berkeley's United Nations conference, which was extremely exciting for a freshman in high school and what really got me hooked. I'm curious, how many here traveled from out of state to be here today? That is awesome. Thank you so much for being here. So I moved to California shortly after that and put Model UN on my application to UCLA, of course. I found out after getting here that it's actually the #2 thing on applications to UCLA and the UC in general, just behind Boy and Girl Scouts. Fun fact there. But I'm not here to study international relations. I'm here studying mechanical engineering. So that doesn't really jive with Model UN quite as much as you'd think, but the skills that come from it are valuable for anyone. At UCLA, we have South Campus and we have North Campus, and the walkway that you're about to head down when you head to committee is called BruinMUN Walk. North Campus is on that side, that's English, history, political science, humanities type majors. And South Campus is over here, science, math, engineering. And believe it or not, we have quite a few of both in our club here today. It was walking on Bruin Walk freshman year when I saw the sign that Model UN doesn't just exist in high school, it's in college as well, and I figured I'd give it a try. Some stuff happened, and now I'm the president. So I've had an incredible opportunity to lead for the past 2 years, and MUN at UCLA has given me some amazing experiences. I've gotten to travel to Montreal for McGill's conference, to Washington, D.C. just a few weeks ago for Georgetown's conference, and to San Francisco for Berkeley a few times as well. I've met amazing people and seen amazing places along the way. MUN can bring you a lot. What I think is valuable about it, back to being an engineer, is the ability to communicate with people that you develop by participating in Model UN. It's something unique, something that you can't just get by going to class and then expecting to do well in the real world. MUN develops these skills that are indispensable for everyone. You can speak and articulate your thoughts, and you can see a problem from all sides and find a creative way to solve it. You have to negotiate with people that disagree with you. That's one of the most important skills to have out in the real world. And finally, even just the simple thing of organizing your thoughts into resolutions is incredibly valuable. One of our alumni wrote back to us, he's now the main contract writer at the job that he works at just because he's so good at the formal language of writing things out and detailing them exactly the way they need to sit. So even if you do nothing related to international relations in your career, these skills will help you get places as they've helped me. But despite being equipped with all the skills MUN can bring you, I just wanted to share a quote that I quite agree with that I heard at Georgetown just a couple weeks ago from that keynote speaker. Shameless stealing here. It's a quote by Calvin Coolidge, who is not often quoted, but this one's a gem, I think. Nothing in this world can take the place of persistence. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than unsuccessful men with talent. Genius will not. Unrewarded genius is almost a proverb. Education will not. The world is full of educated derelicts. Persistence and determination alone are omnipotent. The slogan, "Press on," has solved and always will solve the problems of the human race. So delegates, today I ask you, as you articulate, as you write, as you negotiate, persist and try. Work hard today, delegates. Press on and you will be successful. The people behind BruinMUN 2013 today. BruinMUN and I both turned 21 this year, which I think is really exciting, both for the conference and myself. It's amazing that this has existed for 21 years and it couldn't be here without the amazing people that are backing it up. We have over 100 staffers here to facilitate the conference today. That breaks down into 20 dedicated chairs, 12 of whom are hardworking, year-round, dedicated executive board members, and it's my job to lead that group. But at the core of the conference is the 4-person secretariat, and I'd like to take just a moment to introduce and thank them before I call up our next speaker. Sarah Kirk, our Director of External Relations, was at the top at the table. She's waving now. Hi, Sarah. Sarah has proven to be extremely dependable and incredibly on top of everything all the time. I've never had to worry about asking Sarah to do anything. She thinks 3 steps ahead of me all the time when it comes to advisors. And I had a little quick shout out as well to Justin, who's worked closely with Sarah. That's our Director of Finances. Next, I want to thank Fresh Aparo, who's scrambling around behind the scenes right now, making sure everything's ready when you get to your committee rooms. It is an immense task of preparing everything for BruinMUN. Every piece of paper that you're holding, Fresha had her hands on at one point or another, and now they're giving you shade. It's our 2nd year together on the Secretariat, and I'm happy to say that we're breathing much easier this year. Finally, I want to thank and introduce the Secretary General of BruinMUN 2013, Patrick Donovan. I've never worked with an SG that's as devoted and invested as Patrick in a conference. He's very connected to his staff, and he's on top of everything all the time. And I'm super excited to see the way this conference plays out with him at the lead. One thing, my favorite thing about Patrick's staff emails, his frequent staff emails, are his sign-offs, because he'll say Patrick, and then insert something, and then Donovan. So just a couple examples I pulled last night. With just a few hours to go, Patrick sent Patrick, 12 hours to go, Donovan. A few days ago, when Patrick was particularly excited and not too stressed yet, we got Patrick, not on drugs, just excited, Donovan. And my favorite was sent a couple weeks ago at 11:11 p.m., Patrick, making a wish, Donovan. So here he is, folks, Patrick Donovan.
Thank you for that heartwarming introduction, Mark. I really did not expect that to happen. So, hello, honored delegates and advisors. My name is Patrick Donovan, and I feel truly privileged to be in front of you, all 1,000 of you today, because it really does take a lot of hard work from everybody here, from the newest delegate to Mark Warwick himself and all the guest speakers, just to pull themselves out here today. And it's a really solid reminder of that kind of hard work. But my shaking hands are also a pretty solid reminder of how nervous and excited I am to be in front of basically 1/15 of my hometown in one place, because I'm from an incredibly small town. So we really are privileged to be here today, just as I'm privileged to be in front of you, because of how we compare to our peers and our predecessors. We have the luxury to take time out of our increasingly busy lives to come out here to discuss problems that are affecting millions of people thousands of miles away, and to not only have the courage to discuss it, but the freedom to discuss it and the creativity to come up with solutions to real problems, problems that still plague this planet, but problems that are slowly going away as more and more people like you are thinking about them and trying to find solutions to them. But at the end of the day, it really is about not what we say in committee or what we say are problems and solutions. It's about what we do, how we react to these problems, and what solutions and actions we take. I mean, we are surrounded by the monuments to the actions of the billions of people before us who have taken it upon themselves to turn their dedication into reality. From the greatest building facade to the simplest concrete step. As a civil engineer, I can tell you, each and every single one of these small things took one person's idea, one person to consider something, to work hard at it, to dedicate themselves to it, and to transform it into reality. And that's what I challenge you all to do here today. I challenge you all to take action, both here at BruinMUN, throughout the Model United Nations circuit, and throughout your entire lives. To chase your dreams, to catch them, and to make them come reality, just as so many other problems and solutions went away in the face of these hard solutions that people have actually committed themselves to. But for now, I'm sure that you're mostly focused on succeeding in BruinMUN and not succeeding in promoting the inexorable march of civilization to the future. So I'm going to talk a little bit about Bruin Model United Nations. One of the